Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Iron Panther Presents. Today, Stacey, Chris, and I are going to talk about P-Valley Season 1, Episode 7. One more before it's all over. A lot of things happening this episode, getting ready for the season finale next week. Stacey, which character would you like to start off with?
I think Andre needs to catch a bullet.
Man. Why does the man deserve to be shot?
Because he's a cheating, lying son of a gun.
Does Jada should Jada catch a bullet too?
Jada who?
Oh, he talking about Jada Pinkett.
No, they were broken up, remember?
Oh no, yeah, that's what they say. Yeah.
Well, Andre's in a interesting position, right? So yeah, it was pretty trifling, I say. That he's sitting up there at the strip club with literally Haley in his eyes, which I thought was a pretty interesting way to do it. He goes home to his wife, Brittany, who's steadily calling him. He sees it, puts the phone down. Haley sees it and puts the phone down. And then she's like, you know what? Why don't you talk to your wife while I sit and rub on your body? So who's more trifling, Haley or Andre?
No, it'll be Andre, not Haley.
Okay.
I mean, Haley's there to make money, whatever. She's the one that's single, not him. You know what I mean? So, so no, it'll be Andre. I mean, they're both technically wrong, but if you say who's worse, it's going to be the guy who's actually married.
All right.
Yeah.
Because then he takes Haley's, who's all, and for the record, she ain't there to make money because she has $100,000 in her car. She's there to fuck Andre.
Either way,
that's why she's there.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like, still, only one person's married.
And she brings this up when she was talking to Mercedes, which I thought was ironic. That she's like, "This is a nasty ass room. I can't believe I put my ass on this nasty couch." And then she
chips out. Yeah. 24-5. 24-5. Make sure it move the chips off yeah.
But she had no problem having sex with the man.
I want to know, they be memorizing these damn codes. I mean, obviously the big one is like, there's no crying in the pink. You know, that's clearly the most obvious one. But I'm like, damn, well, I feel like Mercedes the only one that actually know these rules. I really do think that's how it goes. I don't think anybody, you ask Mississippi, what is 5-3? She'd be like, wash your hands. Like, it would be like, I something tells me they don't know shit. And Mercedes the only OG that knows all the rules and follows all the rules.
Well, Mercedes is a professional. Like, she takes everything like a business. Whereas the other girls, they're just there, they're drinking, they're trying to hook up with dudes. It's a job, but it's not really serious. But Mercedes look at hers like a business.
Yeah, Mercedes you're right. Mercedes is the only one that probably not the only one, but probably takes it the most serious out of anybody ever. So that is Clifford's bottom B.
As he said many times, he had to guilt her and coming back one more time. But she's like, when I'm out, I'm out. But and Clifford was like, one more night, girl, because we ain't got nothing.
Yeah, and I don't blame either one of them. Clifford's desperate. And at the same time, so yes, it was a guilt type deal, but it's like, look, like, you love this place. Like, can you, like, I know you're done, but like, damn, like, can you help just this one last time? You know what I mean? So I understand. I understood that. You know what I mean? He didn't go the same route that he did to homegirl's mom. You know what I mean? Like, try to put like, hey, look, you better do what I say. You know what I mean? Type deal. So unlike her mom, Clifford got a lot of respect, obviously, for Mercedes. Actually, I'll say, I love their relationship. Actually, every single time those two are on the screen just together, it's amazing. It's like they just talk to each other like anything. Like she don't talk to him like that's her employer. She just talks to him like, yo, like, you need to get your shit straight type deal. Like, she tells him how it is. You know what I mean? So, and I just love that. I love that.
So Stacey, what do you think about the how new relationships are being formed because of this casino? So now you got Uncle Clifford working with the devil herself, Patrice Woodbine,
I think Cliff saw an opportunity to gather the people for his cause. And obviously his strength isn't necessarily that. So where do you go? You go to the person with the strength. So, okay, she needs to be bailed out. I'm gonna bail her out, but now you gotta do this for me. So, I mean, you see that in life all the time. People get together because they need each other for a specific purpose, not because they like each other.
Yeah. And then that caused
Congress.
It's called politics in general. And then let's talk about that. So I liked how Mayor Ruffin had to put Andre in his place, who's trying to get all high and mighty with him. Like, everything costs, godson. Like, your tuition costs money. This town is broke as shit, what I'm saying? And this casino is going to help me, improve the employment, hopefully improve the schools. I would have wanted, he should have used that speech with the people. Like, he should have been like, hey, this is why we're bringing the casino here. And maybe he could have got them on board, because everything he said was true. I mean, I can understand. I understand where he's coming from. But maybe he could have used that to, to win the hearts and minds of the people, and why the casino is necessary.
I would imagine so. Like, just think about any other casino. Like, nobody ever just say, hey, I'm just building a casino. Please vote on it. You know what I mean? Like, even the casinos around me, they presented it similar to the way Mayor Ruffin did to Andre. It's like more of like, yo, just look at what it's going to do for the schools as far as our budget, which was found out was a damn lie. But like, like it's going to cut down the costs on taxes that for the state and everything else. So I mean, but the problem is Andre didn't see it like that, and I thought that was very beneficial because for this entire time you only see it from Andre's point of view. So you're automatic. So you as a viewer, you're looking at it like, oh yeah, I guess Andre is in the right, with him and the homie Corbin.
Yeah,
those two. You know what I mean? But Ruffin, even though he's a hound dog himself, his point made sense. This was the first time I was like, damn, yeah, well, he's right. So but yeah,
But then so with and so the club has also put Corbin and Uncle Clifford at odds now, because Corbin needs the deal, to go through, and Uncle Clifford needs the deal not to go through because that's his club. So now Corbin is like banned from the Pank as long as it's going to be around. Like, what do you think of the idea that Uncle Clifford is claiming he has videotape of the VIP room?
I don't think he does. He's just probably bluffing, right?
I hope. I don't know. It'd be interested to see if he actually does have it. I mean, because I would imagine clubs have to keep track of their people because they don't want their the girls being hurt or anything back there. So they may record it just for security purposes. But it'd be interesting if he actually did have the videos. I don't think they're gonna come out or anything, but it'd be interesting if he actually did have
what would happen? I mean, he's a single man. He don't really care. Like,
I was gonna say, I don't think
embarrassed, but
yeah.
He's not a public
just embarrass him, and then what? Like, divorce from who? Mess him up with what public that he has on the side.
I mean, he's
you know what I mean? It's basically an empty threat for Clifford.
He's not gonna lose his job. Like, what?
Yeah.
So let's look at his money situation. I mean, if he's rolling in his dead daddy's money, why he's still living in that house? Like, and I'm like, that don't make any sense to me.
I think he's tied to that whole legacy. He's tied to his family name and his family legacy. That's all he talks about. My dad this, my name this, this is our land. This is my family's land. Like, he's tied to it.
Well, I'm saying the way he's living, that's not his daddy's house. Like, it looked like he's living in his own house or maybe his mama's house. But I'm like, that's not the house of a man with money, is what I'm saying. Like, I thought he'd be living in a better neighborhood, if he's like living, living off the money or living on the farm. Like, he's not on the farm. It looked like he lived in it.
Yeah, I mean, but the fact that you saw him doing his own farm work tells you something. I mean, yeah, he has all his money, but he could easily just hire somebody to be on the tractor. He don't need to do that himself, but he don't care. He's a country boy. He doesn't care. He doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, he wants money, but he don't necessarily need to be looking like he has money like Bill Gates. Like Bill Gates has money. You just would never know because he don't be flaunting it like that either. You know what I mean? And it's, that's how I kind of looked at it, You know.
Yeah, I think the money is more of a legacy. Like if he were to marry and have children, he can pass that down to his children. So it's not so much, and plus he spends it at the peak.
I was
So
about to say he wasted it anyway, so it's not like he's spending it on a Mercedes or anything like that or anything crazy. So
not anymore. So I mean, I guess he just saved himself a whole lot of money, but upsetting Uncle Clifford.
Invite them to the house.
Yeah. No, I meant the vehicle Mercedes. I didn't mean the.
Oh.
I meant the
an actual Mercedes.
BMW, Tesla. There you go. You can't use Mercedes in the context now going to be a character named Tesla. I swear to you. It's that Tesla. She's energy efficient or some shit like that. Just going to say something ridiculous like that.
Good for the environment.
So, yeah. Good for your health.
Good for your health. Not your paycheck. Yeah. All right, so let's look into Haley. I want to talk about Haley's situation. So the sheriff going to tell Uncle Clifford that he can't that she can't have titties and alcohol, anymore, or the club's gonna get shut down. After that conversation, the sheriff looks and sees Haley, a woman that crosses his path that looks like this Haley woman that Montavious Hill is looking for. He pulls out the flyer, and that kind of got me thinking about how the flyer could have been used better. Because last episode it ended with Maine seeing the flyer, which I thought would lead to something, a conversation or something, but it didn't. The sheriff pulls out the flyer. Doesn't really lead to anything. Like, he doesn't take the flyer, go talk to Uncle Clifford to be like, hey, just to let you know, we're looking. Have you seen this woman before? I would imagine a strip club runs into women that come in and out of there often. You know what I'm saying? He don't talk to the woman Haley to see if that's really her. Like, nothing. Like, I was like, I would have wanted Maine to see the flyer, call Mercedes, tell her that, hey, this girl you're working with, the cops are looking for her. And then Mercedes, that gives Mercedes an opportunity to talk to Haley about it. And then Haley tells her about Montavious, what's going on, what she's running from. So then at the end of the episode, when she sees this man, she don't know it's Montavious, but when she sees the man and Haley's response to him, that maybe that fuels her stress about what's going on with her. Because by the end of the episode, it looked like Mercedes is concerned about what was going to happen with Autumn, / Haley in the back room. I thought I think they could have used the flyer better, to make it more part of the plot.
I have a feeling. I mean, the reason why Mercedes didn't know and probably won't even know in the next episode is going to happen, because I don't know. I predict. I'm just making a random prediction. I mean, obviously, I could be completely wrong. I have a feeling the end of the season would probably end with Montavious kind of grabbing Haley and they disappear. Because here's the deal, right? The Pink's about to close anyway. The Pink's about to close. That's the last time, technically speaking. Next season, obviously, something is going to happen, and then mysteriously, the Pink is going to be back, right? So that goes beyond saying. Everyone's going to be looking for Haley. Like, where's Haley? Where's Haley? I have a feeling so it would have been different if Mercedes knew. Because if Mercedes knew, it probably won't be lead to what I am assuming will probably be next season of them trying to be like something's wrong. Like, there was a dude that was over at the Pink and something didn't look right. You know what I mean? Something like that. I have a feeling that's the direction they might be going, because even with the whole Montavious and whatnot, like, obviously they were alone, but the way she was so terrified, I have a feeling she's going to be taken away at the end of season 1. That's my prediction, which is why I probably, like you said, why there wasn't a conversation to be had. You know what I mean? It's to set it up. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I could be completely wrong, but that's just how it kind of looked going towards the credits for me.
What do you think, Stacey?
I don't see how it's possible for her to be taken out of the club with Diamond there, all the other men there. Like, how?
Well, no, I mean, like, lead. I don't mean like put her over his shoulder type deal, but just kind of like lead her away, be like, hey, let's go, like back door, whatever. Kind of just like dancers will be leaving all the time and whatnot, and a guy might be following her or whatnot, and she's already like a scared puppy right now, so she's probably like careful, like leading away anyway. You know what I mean? Bouncer's not probably suspecting anything. Probably like, hey, Haley, all right, or not Haley, Autumn, whatever. And then, so I don't know. I mean, like I said, I could be completely wrong, but I found it kind of telling that Montavious didn't have really any full interaction with anyone other than Diamond at the door. And that told me that how mysterious this character was, and I felt like that character will continue to be mysterious with this final episode next week. I feel like, I don't know, who knows?
Well, we still got the pink gun to worry about, but
yeah.
What do you think, Stacey?
Somebody needs to get shot.
I know, yo, Derrick should have died, man.
Oh, Derrick?
Yes.
I don't really get the point of his
Diamond, Diamond, don't put him in the back of the line. Just be like, hey, fool, since you ain't babysitting, right? You know what I mean? You should have caught it,
Right there in the line?
Yeah, I know. Nah.
Maybe later. So you don't see the point of his character, Stacey?
No, I don't. Like, what is his point?
Who, Derrick or Diamond?
Derrick.
Yeah. I'm starting to feel like that with Diamond right now because Diamond ain't doing shit. You know what I mean? Diamond's just eye candy, I think, for female viewers at the moment. For me, that's what it looks like.
That should have been Little Murder's stripper boot camp that Mississippi put him through in the episode, having him butt naked, talking about now rap. That this is how you're gonna get over your stage fright. I was like,
yeah. Taking the whole literal sense of like, imagine the crowd naked, but now it's you. You know what I mean? And I was like,
Stacey, you were saying?
I think that's what she should do. Remember, she was saying that, she's just a pretty face. What else can she do? It's like she can be a marketing consultant. She can help with branding and all that stuff. Like, I think she'll be pretty good at it.
Yeah, I was saying he should. Lil Murder should hire Mississippi to be his manager. She's the one that got him like moving on social media. She's the one that told him that he needed a woman on his arm, even if he's gay or not. And she's the one that helped him get over the stage fright. You know what I'm saying? And she was encouraging him, like Joe Jackson, looking at the Jackson 5. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I think this would be good. Like that could be like her thing. But I think with Derrick, as you're saying, what's his point? The fact that he's in the club right now, it's really setting up what's going to happen with the season finale, right? Like he shows up to the club, he's watching his baby mama give dances to random dudes. That's not going to go well. Diamond and Mississippi almost kiss, and then Diamond gives her the stone of security or whatever, to show that he's like interested in her. So that's like setting the stage for something to happen between them three. I'm thinking
if nothing happens, what's the point of him? Like, he has no point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sorry, but something needs to happen.
Like, if he doesn't
next
die,
episode.
Yeah.
He needs something needs to happen in the next episode, and I'm think that both characters are just useless.
Diamond and Derrick, both of these got to go.
Oh yeah, well no, I mean not go. Like Derrick needs to go for one, clearly. But I'm just saying, not like what's Diamond, and like from the very beginning of the first episode, they kind of lead you on track to make you think with Diamond, like Diamond is so protective of Mississippi. I mean, yeah, maybe we'll eventually get there, but if you're gonna have me wait until like season goddamn 3 for this, I mean, come on now, like.
Right. And if they're not gonna become a couple, if they're not gonna get rid of Derrick and become a couple, there's no point in Diamond, because if Mississippi is doing the whole couple thing with Little Murder, how's she gonna be in a relationship with Diamond?
And that's a good question. I'm very surprised that Instagram video did not become a topic of discussion with somebody. That Lil Murder, I mean, that Uncle Clifford didn't bring it up to Lil Murder, because he saw it. That Derrick didn't bring it up to Mississippi, and they didn't talk about it. I mean, she got new bruises again. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, maybe was that because of the video, or does he just beat her every night that she go to work? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the motivation behind this? Like, give me something. Like even if it was he saw the video and he hurt me or whatever, like there's a reason, and then that kind of leads to what could happen next, episode.
Are you talking about with the bruises?
Yeah.
No, those bruises could be anything. I don't think. No, you don't need a reason. No. If you're familiar with men who beat women, that's not. It could be something as minimum as you undercooking food, right? You get a hit to the face, like, you know what I mean? I don't think they necessarily, I mean, I think they just kind of put it out there to be like, look, this dude just beats women. Like, And if you know anything about men who do some shit like that, these men who feel like they're on top of the food chain, they feel like they're in such control of what they feel like these lowly creatures of a woman, that they can do whatever they want to them for any stupid reason. You know what I mean?
But I'm saying for Derrick to understand, I'm not saying he's really justified, but get some thought in his process, like what causes this. You know, I mean, it just can't be. It's Tuesday. I'm gonna hit her before she goes to work. There has to be something in this thing. And I'm saying,
dude, we saw bruises. We saw bruises way before that damn video, and even like so for almost every single episode, she had bruises. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't think we need to know more about why he hit her rather than he's just a woman beater. Straight up. You know what I mean? He's a piece of shit who feels like he's the king, and he likes to hit women. And if a woman, like, you know, men like that, if a woman speaks up, they feel threatened. And you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't need for me personally, I don't need anything other than just knowing that the dude's a piece of shit. And like I said, that's why the motherfucker needs to go. Dude needs to go.
Well, that kind of goes to he and Gidget. I mean, like, Stacey, what you think of Gidget confronting him? You know, to
white on white crime.
Yeah, I was waiting for that too. I was like, what if Gidget comes out for Derrick? I'm like, ooh, y'all want to talk about everything else?
Yeah. I don't know. It's like, I understand Gidget obviously cares for Mississippi, and she said, oh, well, I'll bring the kids with me, but your situation isn't exactly healthy. So the alternative, okay, she's getting beat up over here versus she living in a crack house. It's kind of like not a good alternative. So he was true in saying, like, oh, she coming with you? No, that's not happening. Mm-hmm. So obviously she needs her own place away from both of them, probably. But yeah, it was funny how he called her out, but I think it was kind of cute for Gidget to try to like stand up for her friend.
Well, again, the fact that his response was, do you know Keyshawn? Like, do you, like, the fact that you even think that she would move from me to you, you know what I'm saying, kind of begs the question, like, why are they still together? What does he know about Keyshawn to say, like, that's not happening? Like she's not going to live in a crack. So again, that kind of made me think, like, does this guy have money? Is she living better off or something? But I'm like, he don't look like he, huh?
He put his drinks on her tab. He didn't pay for his own drinks.
I know.
So
I don't
think he has money. I think he lives off of her.
Yeah. Straight up.
What? So again, it's like, why is she staying there? They have not given us something to explain why she's like, I'm staying there.
To the point. It doesn't seem like she's in love with this man. She has 2 kids with him, but other than that, what else is there?
So that's kind of irritates me. Like, to understand, like why, what is keeping her there? Now, Haley talking to Gidget, you know, she was, and because Gidget was like, why didn't she just leave? And Haley was like, well, that's when they might kill you. And like, I thought, you know, that was gonna be like something. Like, I thought, you know, maybe, you know, I doubt Haley would tell Gidget anything. They ain't that close. But maybe they're gonna try to get into that. But is that why?
Next episode, maybe. Remember, that gun's still in the locker.
Yeah.
That gun is a share. Not that gun, but that locker is a shared locker at this point. So Katori Hall already said we gotta look out for the pink gun. So somebody's getting shot. Yeah. Next episode. Just matter of fact, who, and why. I know you briefly already talked about this with the whole thing with murder being naked on stage in Mississippi. It's probably just me, but did anybody else just think for some weird reason that they were going to just all of a sudden, like when she's like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, then all of a sudden they're going to stare at each other, and then they were literally just going to have sex on that stage? No?
She said, absolutely not. I can't.
Carry on. It's just the way, because it was just so random, and it was just the 2 of them, and then like they're playing this role like they're a couple, and then I was like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, and then he was like, yeah, you were there for me and you believed in me, and then like Like they do in movies and shit.
No, I see where you're going with that, Chris. I mean, I can understand why you would think that. I'm saying at that moment, the way it was going, I'd say no. You know what I'm saying? But I understand why you would say that. I understand why you would say that.
Yeah. And it being STARZ and STARZ and every show don't have sex anywhere.
Well, again, I just want to go back for that moment. I want to go back to Brittany and Andre. You know what I'm saying? For this dude to be like, shut the fuck up. She's like, what you talking about me? Like he took all that pent up sexual hostility and put it on his wife. And he was like, don't run from it. Don't run from me. That's what he said. I was like, what? I was like, he bring that magnum penis? I mean, like, what we doing with this? But I was thinking she had to have smelled something to me. Like he just got done being all over woman. She has to smell woman on her before they get started. Right? I mean, she has to be like, what? There's no way in the world he was at the bar. And I'm surprised his godfather didn't turn on him. After he fucked me on that land deal, I would have been like, oh, you want to look for your husband? You should go down to the paint. He's been spending a lot of time there. I'm just saying he might be down there, for business or whatever.
Snitch.
Huh?
He's not a snitch.
That's not snitching. That's a fact. I mean, I would have been like, hey, you're
it could be facts and snitching at the same. You could do both.
Andre fucked him on a $6 million land deal. Like this is not, and he already said once he gets to Pink, he's done with his godson anyway. So there's really nothing to save this relationship. Like that would have been a better place to have that moment of like Haley and Andre in the back. Brittany calls him. She says, I'm at the hotel. He leaves to try to go catch her, and she's standing in the lobby of the club. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't have got the sex scene.
It was not necessary. But yes,
it wasn't, but
I like the fact that they Andre and Autumn have not had sex yet. I like that because it's like as long as like they're building, it's gonna happen at some point. But I like the fact that they're like, we're still gonna tease you with it. It's not happening yet, but it's gonna go somewhere. Why is Haley still dancing? This doesn't make sense to me. She has over $100,000 in the car, cash. If it was, I'm trying to help Uncle Clifford one last night, she could have gave Uncle Clifford a stack or 2 or 5 and been like, hey, this is my severance pay. Thank you very much. And I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have a night, with Andre at his clean hotel room.
Yes.
And then Brittany comes. How about that? They're in the bed finally. Brittany's knocking on the door to surprise her husband. And they're like, oh, shit. Like that would have made a lot more sense. But with Autumn not at the club, you don't get the Montavious piece to it. So clearly,
Yeah. I mean, they did put a line up when she was with Mercedes, and Mercedes was like, you really are leaving. She's like, yo, you know what I mean? Now that she got the stacks to where she can get to the point where she can live off on her own and not just like live just from like maybe 2 or 3 months, and now she can like live off of not doing shit. You know what I mean? That was really supposed to be her last night. And what do you know? Montavious. And that's why that furthers what my theory with the season finale of, well, it's her last day anyway, so some people aren't even going to be missing her, and it's really going to be Mercedes to be like, nah, something's not right. You know what I mean? They're like, no, it was supposed to be her last night. She said she was gone. So I don't know.
That's just true. It's probably good. So, Stacey, what do you think? What do you think Mercedes is doing with the coach?
I think she's trying to get an investor for her gym. Which, like, I still don't think she's thought out the whole gym situation. I think she's focused on trying to get her daughter back and not focused on actually having a business that will work.
Agreed.
Like she's trying to get the building and say, hey, I have this gym. Now can I get my daughter? And not really thinking about, okay, how is this gym going to provide for me and my daughter for years and years and years?
Yeah.
So, I mean, all she did is a building. Like I said, she hadn't really thought through the subscription model that she's been trying to come up with. I still don't get it. I just think she's going to keep dancing. She's not going to get out the game. Sorry.
Well, the club is not going anywhere. I mean, it was a beautiful, this is our one last hurrah speech and everything. But I'm like, the show is called P Valley. Like it's almost damn near named after the club. Like the club ain't going nowhere. Like without the club, you ain't got a show. So so clearly this thing is gonna be all right.
That's how I kind of felt about Mercedes when she had a Mercedes Last Dance, and I saw people come like, "Oh, that was cool. They had the Kelly Rowland thing for a last." I'm like, Mercedes, the headline of the show, she ain't going nowhere. Like they ain't gonna just make her just be like that, be the woman in P Valley who's just sitting in that rocking chair on the porch and be like, "How was work?" Like, you know what I mean? Yo, did y'all get paid? Like they're not going to turn her into that. They're not doing that. She's going to be working still in the pink. Something's going to happen. And like in her like afterwards, and just going to set her back. And sure enough, it's exactly how I imagined it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, she's working. I was like, she's gonna be back in the club, and now this is her. Even with this, like what you just said, with the whole like, oh, the place is closing up. Her saying, it's like, Clifford, this is my last time, whatever. No, it ain't. It is not your last time. You are going to continue to do this, unfortunately.
That's how STARZ does it. Because Ghost couldn't get out the game every damn season. He's like, this is it. I'm about to be legit. Okay, I got to go back to the streets just for a couple more days.
And then STARZ is like, yeah, but then nobody will watch.
Nobody's going to watch that shit. So they're going to have this pink going away moment every season. Is that the long-term plan?
Yeah. I don't know what, you know what? Like, it would be one thing if a show did that in like season 4, season 5.
Yeah, right. Right.
Start to think that the show could be gone for like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just started this new season. I can't believe it's impossible for me to believe that you start off by showing, oh, this show about strip club. All of a sudden, second episode, here's an eviction notice, and they're about to close it. Right. Okay. Oh, you're saying this is a 1-season deal? Is that where you're trying to maybe make us feel? You know what I mean? Come on now. Just at least wait until 3 at the earliest 3.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because this is gonna get old the next time they do it. They're like, oh shit. If this
I really hope they don't repeat it. I don't think they will. I don't think it'll be something else. It'll be like a threat. Like it'll be like a new management. You might see that. Like the Pink. Maybe next season, Pink opens up, but it's gonna be underneath a management of somebody horrible, perhaps.
See,
Montavious, maybe, perhaps.
No, Montavious, Mr. Suit Man. I'm like, I don't care what he do. He got the full suit and the hat. I was like, take off that damn hat. Like, why are you always wearing why are you wearing a full suit everywhere you go? It's irritating. So at the beginning of the episode, we see Haley giving this man a sexy dance. So now we knew that she had I'm not saying she was a dancer then, but she had some kind of dancing whatever experience, you know what I'm saying? But she was trying to remember the good times she had with this man. We find out that she shot him, which I'm assuming if you go back to the first episode when he was beating her and then, she gets away and that's how she lost Autumn, trying to drive away in the storm. Are we going to have that conversation, next episode? Or we're going to kind of go back to that moment when she thought she killed him, but apparently she did not. Are they going to try to unpack that story? Or do you think we're going to go back to that moment before she left?
I don't know. They might do a flashback to kind of show us what happened and then come back to present day when she's about to kill him again or something. I don't know.
I think either they're going to get that pink gun or they're going to go outside and find that big old box that Diamond put all those weapons in and get that damn knife that Montavious had.
Oh, okay.
That would be interesting.
The contraband box. She's going to stab him with his own knife.
Yeah. But let's be real. It's Mississippi. There's probably several knives in that damn thing. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
So somebody, one of the commenters, corrected me that is Chuckalisa, not Chuckaloosa, and a commenter wanted me to know that there's going to be a major character death. So I believe it's Gidget, huh?
Why would someone ruin it like that?
Well, I mean, we all knew somebody's going to die, man. The episode's called Murder Night. That's a given. Like somebody's going to have to die. But major character, it's Gidget. It's Gidget. Like Gidget is the most expendable main character that they got right now.
Yeah.
Or Derrick.
He's not a main character though. Like you said, he's only been like in 3 episodes. So I mean, if he dies, it wouldn't really affect anybody because you don't know shit about him. I mean, really, besides the fact he's a piece of shit, which I totally agree with, and nobody's gonna feel for him, if he goes. But Gidget, she's always
yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Well, no, like I said, Gidget, she used to come up, like, I'm trying to be here for my friend. I'm taking care of my, my drug mama. And, I'm trying, and like, she may actually put action to her words. Like maybe when Derrick hurts Mississippi at the club, which I'm sure is going to happen next week, like Gidget goes there to try to defend her, and then she gets hurt, or maybe killed in the situation.
Yeah.
On top of Mercedes getting that gun and shooting Montavious in the back room. And nobody's going to hear it because it's in the back room. And then they got to figure out how to get his dead body out of that place.
I feel, I'm not, and it would be on par with STARZ if Gidget does die. But unfortunately, it won't do shit to, like, the viewers. I mean, like, if you're going to have a major character die, I'm sorry, but I don't really care for Gidget. I mean, like, yeah, she's cool, but you ain't shown me enough of her for me to really give a damn. You know what I mean? We literally only had one scene of her by herself, and it was with the phone call when she was with Mercedes, and her mom yelling in the background that she was crushing up pills and some freaking in a blender. I mean, I know it'll do it for the show, but I mean, I felt like it would have to be even more of a relevant character, like a Mississippi. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, you know what I mean? Gidget is like, nah. I feel like I do, but I'm not denying it though. I'm not denying it, but I just feel like if you want to have a death to kind of forefront the next couple of episodes or the next season, if you do go after like one of these assholes and like a Derrick or whoever, that it could turn into like a fugitive type deal. Not a fugitive type deal, but it's more of like trying to hide the body, trying to protect each other or whatnot. It could turn, you could have a better plot next season. Because this whole casino thing might get kind of old. They kind of just keep using this whole casino being built. Next season, that damn casino better either be built or not. You know what I mean? I better not be hearing about that casino and about Corbin's freaking father's house again. You know what I mean? I need something new. Every episode is the same thing. You know what I mean? Give me something new. So next season, maybe it'll be dealing with somebody committing murder or something. You know what I mean? I don't know.
This is kind of. What do you think, Stacey? What character can roll out this show that would be important?
Andre.
Yes.
Yeah.
How would that happen? What do you think?
I think somebody is aiming at somebody and Dre just gets it. Just he just kind of gets caught in the middle of it. And then his death will somehow cancel the casino deal, and that gets cut off, and then there's no reason to sell the pink and blah 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 blah. I think his death would be the only thing that would actually keep the pink from getting shut down, because nobody cares about Derrick dying. And nobody cares about Gidget dying.
Yeah.
So if Dre dies, it'll have an effect on something.
It would affect the mayor, and he's the only one right now, as long as he is still mayor, because they look like the Kyle brothers are trying to get a new one. But he's the only one that can that can save the pink at this point. What?
Can I say I'm offended that no man has ever stolen my car, drove it into the woods, hung up LED lights, and made me walk through the woods to get a hand job in my own car. I'm offended. Nobody's loved me that much.
I wasn't gonna bring it up, man, but the love that was on Uncle Clifford's face when she realized that the man that she's dating stole her car, she was like, "Oh, look at him. He loves me so much to steal my own damn car and walk me through those motherfucking woods." And I told Chris yesterday, I was like, there's no possible way she walked that far that fast to get back to that club. Did you see when they panned up and they showed you that distance? Like they walked through the wilderness to get to this damn car. I was like, you can kiss my ass, dude. Like that would have took them all night. And I was like, what is going on? But it's the thought that counts. You know what I'm saying? It was. I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was gonna let that go, but I was like, this is a whole lot going on. And then I'm like, where did that hand go? Like that's why I'm confused on.
I told you where it went.
I'm just saying they had options, but I'm just like, where did the hand go? I don't want to think about it. It's fine. It ain't my business. My point is, they love each other, and that's beautiful. Okay. And then I thought his manager was going to express his love for him. Like when they came out the trees, right? And he was like, come here, bro, we need to have a conversation. And he started giving this whole story about how two hearts become one when you in love or some shit. I was like, were they dating? Like, is this what we doing right now? He was like, nah, I'm just saying.
But no, he said it couldn't be me or something. I don't know if that was I'm not gay or it couldn't be me because you don't like me type.
See, and I'm like, he was like, you said it was only one time. That's what you say to your lover when they catch you with another woman. Like, hey, it was only one time. It was like, apparently this is a regular thing. Like, I'm like, I just thought this is good. They were gonna be like, look, man, I know we had something, but we need to keep this professional. I'm dating Uncle Clifford, but now Lil Murder has to make the same decision Uncle Clifford said he was gonna make when they first started. Like, you cannot be with me in public and Chuck Elisa or have a career. Like, that's not how this shit works. And Mississippi told Lil Murder the same thing. So we got to see if that turns into something. If Lil Murder picks his career over a public relationship with Uncle Clifford, we got to see if that becomes a thing. But yeah, I was like, no, man, you kiss my ass. That's a whole lot of walking. That's a whole lot of walking in the dark. And they still left the car out there. Uncle Clifford's car is still there. Who's gonna go back and get it?
Big L.
I love that scene though. He was like, ain't no home for wayward hoes. And who's gonna hire Uncle Big L? I didn't want to hire Big L. He's scary. I was like, that shit was classic. That was one of the best scenes I've ever seen, man. I was like, that was hilarious, man. Yeah, man. And again, like you said, Chris, if this was season 3 or 4, I could possibly believe that the club is going away. But season 1.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Why are we wasting our time with this shit?
Yeah, I mean, even with the whole Mercedes farewell thing, like I felt like it would have been one thing if Mercedes was like a sidekick, was a Gidget, for example, and she's doing a farewell tour type deal, like saying peace out or whatever. I would have believed it, but like I told you even right before like the episode when it was supposed to be her last ride, like she ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, we said yeah.
Like, yeah, you know what I mean? It's like, but like as we just already brought up, season 3, season 4, I would actually believe that was shit. She's like,
yeah,
might be gone. You know what I mean? And then would have had an oh shit moment when all of a sudden she's in jail and she lost the money. I wasn't surprised that she lost the money because it was way too soon.
Yeah,
it was way too soon. So yeah. I knew something was going to fall through or whatever. You know what I mean? It just didn't know how. You know, so yeah.
I think they put too many cards out there because like what the other season's gonna bring, you know, that they don't repeat some of this stuff. So it'd be interesting to see what kind of cliffhangers and plot lines.
Cards. Oh, okay, sorry. When you say cards, I thought you meant like the card because all those cards that went into the pink. First up, you know what? Let's talk about that. That was a shitload of cards for a small ass build. Like, bruh, how many people can be in it? And you're assuming there's only one person in the car, Like, come on.
This is the detail you want to get wrapped up around, huh? Okay.
No, I'm not wrapping around, but I'm just saying if we're going to talk about minute stuff, I mean, hell, let's go to full gamut. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, we can do this.
No, it ain't.
No way in the world that club hosts 300 people. You can kiss my ass. There ain't no way in the world that club hosts 300 people comfortably. Like, that is a fire violation. Like, that is a small ass place. And to your point, the parking lot can maybe hold about 3 or 4 cars depending on the day. Yeah. Like, that don't make any sense. Mm-hmm. But somehow this is an Atlanta set strip club in the middle of Chuck Elisa somehow. But whatever.
Petition. I don't know. Did they say how many signatures he needed?
They did not. Oh. And that was classic that Andre had to sign the petition, against the thing. I thought that was kind of cool. But Montavia signed that thing. He's not even a citizen, a resident of Chuck Elisa. So what does his signature matter? Mm-hmm. And to that point, they could have used all those undocumented workers and told them instead of how about you sign or you don't get your check cashed this week. I mean, they could have got a lot of signatures. There's all kinds of stuff that they could have brought. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment on the video, share the video. Let us know what you think is going to happen in this season finale. Remember, next week is not only the season finale of a P-Valley, but it's the season premiere of Power Book 2, the Tariq Years, and we will see how that turns out, and we'll get through it together. But thank you very much, and goodbye.